Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Scion, Heroes for the Holidays. Mike, you're blurry.
Why am I always blurry?
I don't know. It's probably something to do with your glands.
Oh, I also don't have my light on.
Oh, that's why you're blurry. You don't have your light on. Sorry, Mike just got home from a late shift at work, so he is very exhausted and we should show him love. So hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Scion here on the Onyx Path. I'm Kelly. I'm the storyteller over at Dork Tales, your friendly Pacific Northwest channel of geek, dork, and storytelling culture. So give us a like and subscribe if you like that kind of thing. So tonight we are playing a game called Scion, which if you are new to anything by the Onyx Path, Scion is their baby that kind of focuses on the chosen and heroes and soon to be demigods of the modern world as they try to do deeds worthy of their divine parentage and basically just get wrapped up in a whole bunch of trouble. Our story takes place around the holiday time with a group of scions that are roped into reacquiring an ancient and powerful mead that needs to be drank in order to prevent the year from falling into stasis forever and the start of Fimbulwinter arriving. Without further ado, why don't I go ahead and start introducing them? Let's go in order of picture because it's probably easiest. So hello, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine and I'm playing Machiko Ventura, the Scion of Bishamon.
Nice. Hello, James.
Hello there, I'm James and I'm playing Aaron Faechilde, the Scion of Dagda.
Nice. Hello, Jen.
Big food, big eats.
Big food, big eats.
Hello, I'm Jen, and I'm playing Phoebe White, the adopted scion of Artemis.
All right, and finally, hello, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm Mike. I'm playing Ogimaa Gagner. He is the scion of Tawashikawa.
Nice. Mike, can you push your mic just like a half inch away from your mouth a little bit?
How about that? Is that any better?
Was horrible.
For a moment it was awful, and then it got better. Okay, so I'm going to put a little note to edit that out for the podcast. Edit.
I liked watching your eyes get big, Kelly. You were like, wait.
My eyes are pretty small, so that was edit.
Regret.
Sound.
I forgot to mute it before touching the
That's
mic,
fair.
of
That's fair.
course.
All right.
Because why not, right?
That's fair. Okay, so that's totally blanked my memory, though. You did introduce yourself? Good.
I did. And does this sound any better?
No, you're a bit louder.
Okay, let me go in and...
Yeah, take yourself down by 20. I'm going to move this loaf of bread real quick, and then we're going to start. So, because otherwise that being out of the corner of the frame is going to bother me the entire game.
All right.
It's
that
a
any
cushion.
better?
It's not real bread. So,
Sad.
boop, boop, boop. All right, try now.
All right, how is this? Any better?
That's good. Yep, you can even feel free to be a little loud vocally if you'd like, but
all right, sounds good.
sounds good. All right, you can even turn it up 5% if you really wanted to, but
I'll just leave it.
turn it up 5%. I've changed my mind.
Okay.
All
To
right.
say, I would appreciate it because then I could hear you a little better, even if Kelly can adjust you on the Twitch side.
It's true.
All right, that is about 5 up. Any better?
That's
So-
much better.
That sounds good. All right.
Fantastic.
All right. So, without further ado, this is going to be Scion Heroes for the Holidays, episode 4 of 5. So, guys, we're coming up to the ending here. How are you feeling about that?
Jesus.
That's
Feeling pretty good?
went by
Oh wait,
fast.
sorry, you said Mike. My apologies.
What?
No, I said guys.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you said
Yeah,
Mike.
you
Oh, Mike.
addressed it to everybody.
We're having a great night tonight.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
the only
We're
opinion
just so
that
on
matters
top
is
of this.
mine.
I'm following
Yeah.
Callie's voice instead of actually doing some other. I don't know.
Right?
Oh
Ah.
my god.
I realized yesterday that this was game 4 and not game 3 like my brain thought it was.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Yeah, no, like I'm having fun with it and it's good. I don't know how you're gonna finish it in like
2
one.
sessions? Don't worry, I got this. All right, so for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, the background is they have to acquire this mead. Last episode, the characters traveled out to Cork, Georgia, and had a meeting, well, I guess if you can call it that, a confrontation with a clericon named Teague of the Lee, and discovered that he had already given the mead away, having failed to sell it. He had managed to unload it on a friend of his, the fearsome Yamata no Orchi of Japanese legend. With that, he sent you on a trip to Jeddo, Pennsylvania, which side tip is the only place in America besides like Little Tokyo named after actually a Japanese location. It was really easy to look up things like Athens, Georgia, and Atlanta and Cork. There's one place, and it happens to be in the middle of Pennsylvania, and decided to help you out as you made your way there, creating a rainbow for you to drive across, and then at an inauspicious time, killed the rainbow and let you plummet to your potential doom, which is where we ended last game. Now, before we begin, I just did want to say that off the top of this session, there will be some themes inside of here that deal with alcoholism and the side effects of alcoholism. So if that is an issue for you, just wanted to let you know in advance. It's going to be touched on lightly, and will be touched on hopefully in a light that will be thoughtful and hopefully positive by the end of it. But we'll see how that goes. I just didn't want to do this without letting people know, because I know that alcoholism affects a lot of people's lives, particularly this time of year. Besides that, there are going to be some themes involving people with Indigenous heritage. Mike's playing an Indigenous character and is an Indigenous person, and so am I. So hey, that's fun. So hopefully you guys will have some fun just enjoying. Jen's actually a Greek goddess, so that works out too. All right, and without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get started. As you reach the height of the rainbow, looking down over the flat lands of Pennsylvania, the farming terrain, the forests, everything feels good, and then suddenly it all falls down. You find yourselves tumbling through the air, downward, downward, as Sleipnir's lights begin to illuminate the tops of branches. Your dog yelps loudly as the sudden veering of momentum lifts him out of his seat and has him floating in the air. You all brace for impact?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, most certainly, yeah.
Okay. I would like everyone here, go ahead and...
In a way that the airbag hopefully won't kill me.
That's true. So what I would like you all to do...
none of this.
None of that? Okay, don't want to...
No, and just like smack myself in the face.
That's fair. All right, so as you are falling, I would like it if all of you could give me a roll using your... let's say your... I think integrity is the skill that I want you to use. But if you can pitch anything else as well. I believe integrity is correct for this, though.
And dex?
Sure, integrity and dexterity. You're just trying to make yourself limber enough that you basically don't get hurt.
Yeah, I will do the same.
Okay.
I'm gonna stamina just tank
Do it. Do it.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
do might.
Do might. You're just gonna brace yourself with all of your strength.
Yeah,
Good stamina.
I'm a stocky dude.
Can I claim the
Actually-
specialty bludgeoning?
Yes, you may. Although integrity is emotional fortitude.
Nice. Survival, maybe?
Yeah, I'll say you guys can use survival, integrity, or integrity. Either one.
Ooh,
Alright,
I
I'm
will do
using
integrity.
because I have that.
So,
That's
Yeah.
4.
hey, Mike, check the chat real quick. Okay. Cool. All right.
5 for me.
5 successes. Okay.
3 for me.
3 for you, 4 for you.
4.
4. All right. And can you roll 9 dice for your dog, Christine?
I keep forgetting about him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that surviving hits is one of his primary pools.
I need to get him a doggy harness.
It's true.
You probably have one. It's just like in your luggage or something.
Yeah, it's probably on
7.
on a plane.
7?
Oh no, he's freaking good at this.
Okay,
7.
so the Sleipnir is going to give you all 4 enhancement bonuses. Or 4 points of enhancement for safety precautions. So as you land, that's going to be 11
Wearing my
successes.
seatbelt.
So everybody here, you are going to plummet toward the ground, and with a tremendous crunch, you are going to plow down a couple of trees, and soon find yourself face down at a 45-degree angle, buried in the underbrush, your wheels still spinning. As the engine...
Oh, that son of a bitch.
All right, and...
There's just a steady stream of swearing coming from the front driver's seat.
Yeah.
all right, so...
Everybody okay?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna. That
The
packs a
stream of
punch.
swearing is your only response.
and at this point, Aaron, you were going to curse Teague of the Lee, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. So I'd probably try to get out of the car first.
Okay, so shoving your shoulder against the side of the car, it will open, and you'll have about a 6-foot drop onto the forest floor.
No worries. Just
All right, you just roll out onto the floor.
yeah, totally.
All right,
And I will saunter up to I'll crawl up to my feet and what was his name again?
Teague of the Lee.
Teague of the Lee. Oh, we had a deal. You reneged on it. You're not going to have a good deal, not for a long time. I curse you.
Okay,
And I will expend my honor to do it. Not my honor, my
your legend.
legend.
All right. Okay, and are the rest of you going to climb out of your car?
Yeah.
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 I'll
Oh.
give people a hand down to the ground.
Okay. You find yourself in a little clearing about 10 feet off the way from a gravel road. The gravel looks freshly raked and well maintained. There's very few potholes. And as you shout out to Teague of the Lee and curse him with your geas, you are going to hear the sound of someone approaching on the gravel. Hello? A girl's voice says.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
As you say that, a young woman with beautiful brown almond eyes that you can see in the hue of her phone that she holds up as a flashlight. Clear skin that can only be the type of clear skin that you only have for like 3 years of your life between the ages of 18 and 21, and wearing a nice puffy winter parka and jeans, is going to approach. James, I'm going to give you the fate-bound condition. You are fate-bound to a character. Destiny has begun to subtly encourage you to fall into a particular role in the Scion's myth. Well, this person has. You are bound for the current episode. And you are going to, whenever the linked roll is invoked, I roll the fate-binding strength plus your legend. All right, holy crap. I got 2 successes on that.
All right.
I'm not going to increase that to the arc, though. I don't want to. So I am going to attach... do I have to tell you when this happens what type of fate binding it is?
I imagine not.
Actually, I think I should, just so that you have to play into it.
Okay.
So I am implying the imperiled. Some external forces put the fate-bound character at risk. This condition is normally applied by compelling a roll condition, but the story guide may apply it in other circumstances to generate plot by building a neglected character back into the story. So the system is, I define a peril that the Scion must remove. Don't worry, it's coming. Resolve. Okay. You must successfully address the peril. Basically, you have to solve this person's problem.
All right.
All right. You will feel compelled to solve her problem. So as you approach, she'll look. Hello? Are you okay over there? It sounded like a crash.
Yeah, we had a minor traffic accident.
Yeah.
I'll come trudging over.
Do you? Oh wow. You're big. Okay.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I heard the crash when I was driving by. Do you guys need a lift somewhere? My family does auto repair.
That would be wonderful. I'll give me a couple minutes to get the.
We definitely need some help.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get the car out.
It looks pretty. Just be careful.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll just be a minute. Okay. And but yeah, that's great. Come over here, meet the others. They're all fantastic people. You'll love them.
Sure. She'll wander.
Oh, I'm
over.
Aaron, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nancy, nice to meet you.
Machiko, and that's Yuki, just pointing at the dog.
Hi.
I'm Phoebe.
I'll assist Aaron by trying to shift bush and branch out of the way.
Well, nice to meet you all. I'm Nancy Blue Jacket.
It's good that you were coming along at this right time.
Yeah, that's super convenient for us. Thanks very much.
Hey, not a problem at all. Mike, Ogimaa will automatically know that Blue Jacket is one of the hereditary names of the Shawnee people.
Okay.
Which in this part of Pennsylvania would be, traditionally they got shunted down to Kansas, but there is some reclamation in the area.
Okay. All right.
And she does look the part of probably like a second or third generation person of indigenous heritage. So, holy crap, you guys are really, really stuck.
Well, give us a few minutes. I don't think it's as bad as it looks. How badly is this car caught up?
You're basically stuck between two trees that it's wedged between.
Okay. We'll knock down the trees.
Okay. So go ahead and
Jump.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna use for that?
Well, I would probably use my my baseball bat unless
the masquerade doesn't exist, so have fun.
Yeah. So yeah, he'd go over and reach into his pack and pull off the baseball bat and ding ding, bounce it twice on the ground and.
What is he? And then
just watch.
I'm just gonna pound the tree. I don't know, 3 range brackets.
The car is going to tip and pivot and.
Oof, nice one.
I'm gonna go over and pat it.
The engine will kind of.
You okay, big guy?
The lights are gonna flicker a little bit and then gonna go to their dimmest parking light settings. It's almost like the car is going.
We're gonna get you some help.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on a sec. She picks up her phone and dials. After a moment, hey, Jake, it's Nancy. What? Yeah, I'm still coming. Of course. Do you have? Yeah. Okay. Great. Look, I'm just on back Kickapoo. Yeah. No, we shut up a minute. Do you still have your tow truck? Do you have the keys with you? I need you to get out here. There are some people who got stranded out here, a little bit of a car wreck. I think they probably fishtailed on some gravel. They're not going to get anybody else on Christmas Eve, Jake.
See what I tell you, everything will works out in the end.
Good. Yeah, get your ass out here. Yeah, of course. Of course, I'm bringing my boyfriend. No, I didn't make him up. I'll see you. I'm hanging up. Click.
Can I have, like, just for flavor, kind of have used lie detector in there?
She's
Like
lying. She's coming home for the
Probably.
holidays, and you'll immediately get the sense as you kind of like push the car a little bit toward the road, because the wheels will still rumble and roll a bit. Glancing back at the little four-door sedan that she drove up, a Honda Civic, you can see that there's absolutely nobody else in the car. That's not true. There is a full-sized body pillow in the back seat that's strapped in.
Kelly,
Yes, Mike.
how native does she look?
I mean, it's kind of hard to quantify, but like you can see it. Like if such a thing were easy to quantify, you about as native as me, I guess, which means that you can probably see like kind of like the eye depth and shape. Because
Okay.
I've got my grandfather's eyes, so.
Okay.
And Mike, now you're coming in quiet.
Really?
Yeah, it's because I
All
made
right.
you move. I made you move your mic away. I'm sorry.
All right. So how about that? Is that any better?
A little bit. Can you?
I bumped it up just a little bit.
Yeah, that should be good.
That
Yeah.
good? So, and what was her name again?
Her name is Nancy Blue Jacket.
Blue Jacket. So Ogimaa is gonna walk up to her and be, Blue Jacket?
Yeah.
Oh. Bojo. Ogimaa Nindishni Nikaz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you speak any of your native language?
Like, I mean, I speak like a little bit.
Okay. Hello.
I speak more French than I speak.
My name is Ogimaa.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
Ojibwe.
Oh, yeah, you'd probably want to meet my grandpa. He's old school. Actually, well, you picked just the night. Tonight's our Christmas Eve celebration, our solstice. You guys normally would need tickets if you were coming from the outside, but if you're coming with me, I can get you in for free. You'll get some free food, access to the festivities.
I do like free food
I mean,
and festivities.
you guys are gonna pull us out of the woods and feed us? We're lucky.
Yeah. I'm kind of in a bit of a pickle though. My family's been really pressuring me since I went away for university, and I just drove back down from McGill, and
Boyfriend comment.
she looks up with a startled glance that says she didn't think she was being listened in on.
I'm gonna look at the car.
It's a
and just look
quiet
back at
woods,
her.
and I mean, your car's empty.
Yeah, I said I started
Wasn't
dating
it hard?
somebody because they kept giving me trouble about not socializing because I'm in pre-med. I don't have time for that kind of stuff.
No,
That's
you
fair.
really don't. Oh,
Well, how can we help you?
I need to have a boyfriend. For the no, I mean just for the night.
you could probably have two right here.
I said it was a white dude.
All right.
All right, Aaron,
Sure.
step up to
Yeah,
the plate.
Aaron, you're up.
I did
I
say
can handle this. I can handle this.
I did say he was a little bit older. Okay. Aaron's like what, 30s?
Yeah, no, like 28 to 30.
28 to 30?
I can't really say. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay. So around a 30-ish. Around that cusp. Okay. So not he's not like 40 and this is like a
But I can also
21-year-old
see
girl.
he's. Yeah, no, nothing like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I suspect
mean-
he's timeless though, so I suspect he's probably gonna like look this age for like a long time and then just die.
I mean, there's always the chance that younger woman bringing home man in his 40s just to shut the parents up. You wanted a boyfriend.
You shut up, or I will pump so many babies out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably their intention. Isn't
Yes,
that like
but
the next
that's
level of the?
Yeah.
Of the.
She doesn't realize
Why
that
don't you
it's a
have a
cyclical
boyfriend?
trap at this point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fair.
she hasn't quite gotten to that stage, but she will. Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
So
No worries at all.
going to McGill in Quebec. I'm pre-med.
Pre-med, you said.
Yeah.
Cool. I was
Impressive.
pre-med.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I actually ended up going into politics, but
Yeah, you kind of look familiar, actually.
Oh yeah, she's a congresswoman.
Oh, sorry. You definitely look familiar then.
That's a right response.
That's a nice one. That's a good one.
that's absolutely fine. I don't really want the attention.
Oh, that's fair. I don't think anybody's gonna give you much attention. Besides, it's a pretty casual celebration. Nobody will care. Nobody will care at all, I'm sure. There's no cameras allowed, so that'll probably help.
That's fine. I can also I'm very good at pretending to be someone else. I can just do that. And as long as you don't tell anyone, we'll be fine.
We'll be
Sound
fine.
good?
It will be fine.
Yeah, everything's gonna be just peachy. Don't worry about anything.
You're going to help us out. We're going to help you out. Sound good?
Sounds great. And with that, you are going to hear the sound of a car approaching in the distance. A tow truck is going to amble down this old gravel road, and very shortly after, you are going to see
Machiko right before they show up, before they get out of the tow truck, Machiko's just going to lean into the others and go, "Okay, so remember, Aaron's not traveling with us."
As she approaches, as the car approaches, she's going to lean in and kind of just bump shoulders with Aaron. Thanks for this, and is going to slide a hand into your giant mitt of a hand.
Oh yeah, no worries.
And just to give you a sense,
help us get the car out. That's what we say.
So the actress that I think represents this girl is someone called Devery Jacobs.
Oh, she cute.
Hmm.
So I have thrown that in our chat. Anybody who wants to look up Devery Jacobs, go ahead. But
She's worth it, chat. She's cute.
She's cute.
She is cute.
She kind of looks like the girl from Smallville that played Lana, who got that Chun-Li movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget her name though, as is most of the world. Sorry. All right. So she'll kind of lean up to you and, "See, Jake, I'm not a liar." And a guy who looks significantly like her, with more of a broad kind of split dimpled chin, will go, "Huh. Well,
Hey Jake, how's it going?
In the split second before he showed up, I was going to take off my jacket just to be like, I am not me.
Okay, sounds good." A second man will lean out from the front, and you'll see an old, weathered native man dressed in what could only be what a white person's opinion of ceremonial garb would be. I don't know a better way to say that. But for you, Mike, Ogimaa is immediately going to recognize that they are doing something pageant-based tonight, which is what the mention of tickets were. This is the kind of stuff that your casino pulls.
The native ceremony.
Yes. No. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Once again,
Okay.
thank you, Onyx Path, for not banning us for making this happen. It's authentic, but it's sad. All right. And with that, we will transition a few minutes later. Now, sure enough, they manage to load you up in Sleipnir. Well, they managed to load up Sleipnir onto the back of the tow truck. A couple of comments from Jake and Grandpa Frank, as you'll later learn, are in the middle of a solstice party. The solstice party is a ticketed event for all people from this side of Pennsylvania and New York, because you're finding yourselves right on the border between the two states. A lot of people come out here, buy tickets for traditional midwinter solstice parties, with storytelling, drinking, enjoying of certain sacred herbs, and of course, the sweat lodge. Now, Ogimaa, you know that sweat lodges are primarily a prairie native thing. That does include the Shawnee now, probably didn't back when they lived in Pennsylvania originally before they were forced out. Now that they're back, a lot of people are doing sweat lodges kind of as a ceremonial and that what is it called? Neo-nativism, I believe.
Yeah.
Like the resurgence of everybody trying to go to the old sacred ways, even if it's not their ways. And you'll soon find yourself in a large swath, about 10 acres, of what equates to a little mini a little mini winter-themed Burning Man. A large ceremonial bonfire is raging on one side of this compound. There are buffet tables put out underneath high-powered heat lamps. There's a cocoa station. Because honestly, it looks like a resort more than anything. And you can see that a couple of the houses nearby looks like rental cabins. All built in kind of a more rustic cabin-y formation. In fact, all in all, you'd say there are probably about 20 of these things, as well as one main house. A few minutes pass, and you're allowed to go and relax and get your bearings. Each of you can grab some food, and can feel free to participate with whatever you'd like to do here. There are about 100 people here, all told, including a number of people of the Blue Jacket family and their relatives and friends who are working and doing things like basically hospitality services, as well as leading rituals and chants and storytelling procedures around campfires that ring the main bonfire. There's dancing and music. And that is where we are going to pick up with you sitting in one of these circles. Grandpa Frank leans forward, cracks his knuckles, and speaks in a very twig-dry voice. Tonight is an important night. Tonight is when, on the coldest nights of the year, we tell stories to remind us of the times when it was warm. Tonight, you all came to us as strangers. He waves at all of the people, the couples, the hippies, the yuppies, sitting around the circle. But through sharing stories, we'll leave as friends and family. First, I want to hear a story from my granddaughter to start us off. I want to hear the story of her heart and how she found this man. He turns and looks at you. So please, Aaron Faechilde, tell us the story of how you stole my grandfather's... got my grandfather's heart. How you stole my granddaughter's heart. And then he gives you a bit of a smile from the side of the fire that no one else can see, that has a kind of gotcha type of look to it. Like the, I don't trust you, buddy.
Okay, so at this point, at this point, I want to point out, I have my, what was it? Sorry, I just got to switch over to the knack.
Oh wait, is she Lily on the order?
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap! I love Lily. Oh god, she's the best character ever. Don't lose her. Spin her into a love affair. She's the best. Sorry.
I can't remember if it's experienced traveler or good listener, but what it does is I basically melt into any social situation, like perfectly. Like I fit in.
Okay.
Like it, like without even trying. I'm just naturally just fit.
And then
So you probably managed to tell a fairly good low-key story of meeting in a coffee shop after an exam and
wooing her with
your
like,
knowledge of food and.
You think Aaron goes small? No. Like, like Aaron's probably just gonna be like, yeah. So I was doing this TV show bit, right, and then just go full bore, and it's just like, and you know.
And of course, you already know a bunch of restaurants around the McGill area.
Oh God, yeah. I like he just puts it together, and like. Probably something about like we're gonna meet some we're just gonna hang out with some random people and get their sense on how the food's going, and we're going through the university cafeteria, and there she was. We sat down, and of course we have like a little conversation before these things happen, and we got to talking, and it was. I was really fascinated by the work that she was doing, so I started asking her a few questions. I'm dumb as a brick, but you know.
Oh, you're not. No, you're really smart.
Oh no, you're too nice to me. I mean, I don't deserve someone like you. But
she
anyway,
gave you the headbutt in the arm. Well, you know.
And
okay.
But then, and she kind of swept me up that way, and he's just gonna spin a tale.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and give me a roll for this? So the way this works in Experienced Traveler is hilarious, by the way. So you'll get a +1 enhancement bonus automatically if you succeed.
Okay.
I'm only doing this because he's watching you very intently. So this is the only roll you're gonna have to do.
Okay.
You always also know exactly how to dress and what social mores to attend at parties. And even if you're not invited, you will not seem out of place. Like you show up naked, you won't seem out of place.
Yeah.
Which is weird. They'll just be like, wow, he's really into the party.
All right, so let's see here. I am going to use, I've got a special, so probably persuasion and presence would be reasonable for this.
Yeah, I think absolutely.
I've got a persuasion specialty in friendship.
Sure, yep, that works.
And you can't apply more than one specialty, right?
I actually don't know. Can we?
Because of that weird thing, right? Because
you can't.
I've also got Unity that might apply.
We'll say only apply one for now, and then I'll double check specialties.
Yeah.
I mean, it's added to after the fact, anyways, because it's enhancements. So
yeah.
So you're at a +2 right now with that specialty.
All right, and I have 7 dice to this one.
You just need 1 success.
That's 3 successes there, plus another 2. That's 5.
5. Okay, so we can spend those into you playing this up super well. I'm just going to check that. It's on page 97. Specialties. No, it's not on page 97. It lied. Is it? Skills. Specialties are only for your...
And I'm not hiding who I am either.
Yeah,
like
I don't think
I'll
you can
totally be like, I'm a celebrity. Look at me.
So a lot of people from the group are just a lot of couples are gonna go, aw, ooh, aw.
I know, right? It's adorable.
What can I say? I love food. I love a man who loves food. Who kind of frown and pass over. He's got a legitimate pipe on him that is stuffed with what looks like very, very fine tobacco.
All right.
And there was this big moment beforehand of, hey, you don't have to smoke if you don't want to, but, you know, if you would, this is, of course, a sacred herb. And is passed over to you.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then the circle will continue. Someone in the chat pointed out this is exactly like the luau's in Hawaii, and I was like, yep, that's 100% what I'm going for here. Thank you very much.
I've been to one of those.
Yep. All right. So as this is going on in this group, what are the rest of you doing?
Hanging out, I think.
Okay.
Enjoying food.
The food is fantastic. It's a lot of roasted game, but also there's a salad bar. You know, there are tons of Christmas treats. A lot of the stuff is basically mixed in with the food that is obviously themed and indigenously fared. Things like what am I thinking of, Mike? The bread.
Bannock.
Bannock.
Isn't that this side of?
It's more
country?
this.
It's fried bread.
It's fried bread, so there will be more things like that. Yes, James.
Is it well made? Because I
solid.
do have to comment. Okay, good.
Actually, you know what?
Then I will
As you're
comment
tasting
upon
this,
that.
you have experienced traveler, and you have the ability that means that you automatically meet people that you know,
Yeah,
right? You're
Yeah.
going to recognize that the chef that is working the meat carving station actually used to be one of the sous chefs at your favorite hotel in New York City.
What's his name?
His name is that's Willis. Willis Blue Jacket.
Willis!
Hey, Mr. Faechilde.
How's
How
it
are
going,
you doing?
man? Oh, very well, man. And I'll probably go give him a hug, right?
He'll give you a pat. He's
Hey,
covered in
man.
meat juice and whoa, hey, it's good to see you.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
How have you been?
Oh, really well, really well. Yeah. Came down with my girlfriend.
Who's your girlfriend? Nancy.
Nancy. Yeah. So Nancy Blue Jacket over there.
You're dating my cousin?
Hey, man, small world.
Yeah, really small world. I haven't seen you for a while. You're not coming through New York these days.
Oh, well, coming back, cycling back. That's where the next show round's probably. We're probably gonna go across the north, maybe dip into Canada some, back and forth.
Oh, that sounds good. If you're ever in the area, though, come by. I'll make you something special.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm still there. I'm just here helping family for the holidays.
Yeah, fair enough. It's great to see you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll probably fall in beside him, and we can work on food stuff.
oh yeah, I mean, if I have Aaron Faechilde back here, I mean that's going to be. Yeah, I'll allow that. Come on, give me a hand. I mean, if you're gonna be family, we're gonna use your name.
Oh, hells yeah.
And you'll start to get a bit of a crowd showing up and like, hey, that's the Food Network guy. He's not on Food Network. He's on HGTV. No, he's not. He's on Netflix.
Not all of them.
He's on Hulu? Nothing's on Hulu. Shut up. All right. What are the rest of you doing? So people...
Sorry to take away from you guys.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean,
It's hilarious.
Yeah, you spent the legend to allow it. So as that is happening... what are the rest of you doing? So you two are just enjoying the party. Ogimaa, is there anything you're doing?
So these guys want stories, and Ogimaa's, he knows stories.
Okay.
He grew up on with elders and stuff. He knows stories.
So
I think he'll probably find maybe a group of kids that want to hear something fantastical.
Okay.
And start sharing some.
What are you trying to do with this? You trying to impress them, scare them, enrich them?
Enrich them, because enrich them. Convince kids to learn more about Native culture.
Do you have a story that you would like
just,
to imply, or do you want to just kind of hand wave it as the player?
I don't.
Okay. That's totally fine. So why don't you go ahead and give me a roll for that? Let's see how much you impress them. So that could be that could be culture, that could be subterfuge, or not subterfuge.
Persuasion, I think.
That could be subterfuge. Yeah, it could be persuasion, culture, or
integrity.
Integrity is more about a resistance type, but
yeah, Yeah, I'll probably do a persuasion and a intellect.
Yeah, sure. That sounds fine for me. Remembering the specific details.
Yeah, of time long ago. Oh my God.
What'd you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 successes?
Nice.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I got an 8, a 10, a 9, a 9, a 9, an 8, a 9, and a 9.
Wow.
Okay, so, how about we tell them the story of, nope, not that one. That's an awful story. So how about not the invasion of the valley? That probably isn't a good one. So you tell them a long story about the white deer, which is an Ojibwe myth. Did you ever hear the story about the young man who went out into the woods hunting and was lost? Is how it begins, and it ends with a... it ends with the white deer being a bit of a trickster that he meets and offers him, misleads him along his way. He eventually finds his way back to the family. After about a week, he went out... It's a really quick story, actually. Do you guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Sure.
So the story that you read off was probably... Did you hear the story of... And by the way, I'm reading this straight off of a JSTOR article, so I'm going to use the original words that are quoted inside of here. I believe they use Indian a couple times, so just so you're aware. Did you ever hear the story about the young man who went out into the woods hunting and was lost? After about a week, he heard a voice, but he could not see anyone. The voice told him that he should make a wooden image of a man and set it up by his side when he went to sleep. So he did this. In the morning, when he awoke, he found the image was a living man sleeping beside him. He awoke the man and asked him why he was there. The man answered, "I'm here to show you the way home." So they started out together in the morning, and at last they came to a porcupine. They were going to kill the porcupine to eat, but the porcupine said to them, "If you will let me live and go on, you will find much better meat to eat." So they went on. By and by, they came to a turtle, and they said to him, "You are no better." But they were going to kill the turtle to eat. The turtle said, "No, I am not the one. Go on, you will find something much better." So they went on. At last they came to a white deer, and were about to kill it when the deer said, "No, do not kill me, for I will show you the way home." They said, "All right," and started to follow the deer. These three went on through the woods, and the deer led them to another tribe of Indians who killed the two men and kept the deer. We had now arrived at... Wow, this gets really complex. Never mind.
A lot of those sort of stories do.
Yeah.
And kept the deer. So that's where the story ends. My bad. So that's a hell of a story.
Oof.
But there are a lot of the traditional like indigenous stories have those type of endings where you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
true.
they're
It's like, you screwed up and trusted the wrong thing. Here's what happens when you do that.
Yeah.
So you'll tell them a couple of stories. That may be one of them, it may not be, but that's the type of story that you tell. And the kids are really awestruck, and a couple of them you will run off. Some of the one little African-American girl runs back to her family that dragged her here, and it starts like listing off details from the story, which caused her mom's eyes to widen significantly. And it seems like basically you have instilled the same type of fervor in these children that stories of dinosaurs tend to do to young kids. So you probably have converted some future like researchers and basically like cultural anthropologists and things like that. So good job there. As they all get up and leave, there will be the creaking of bones next to you, and Uncle Frank. Pardon me, Uncle. I keep wanting to call him Uncle Frank because we know an Uncle Frank in real life. Grandpa Frank Blue Jacket sits down next to you, still holding the pipe in his hands. That was a good story.
Thank you.
He will begin to speak at you in your native language. His is a little accented, but...
Well, beyond a couple of words, I don't actually personally know
we
any,
are going to we are speaking
it's-
now in
basically
in your tongue.
and because the Shawnee people actually speak mostly Algonquin, which is in itself a dialect of Ojibwe.
So you guys can get along basically.
So,
you just heavily accented.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what brings you here? I know you. I know
Just
of
passing
you.
through.
You have not come to cause trouble like your father?
No. Come to prevent trouble.
What trouble is coming then?
A ceremonial mead was taken. We need
Mead.
to restore it so that the year may end and the new year may commence.
Do you need aid?
Perhaps we are going up against what was the
Yamata no Orochi, basically a giant Hydra-like creature.
so we're going to discuss with him about returning the mead.
There is a lot of artifice here. This performative element we do once a year. We do another one in the summer. But it's a way of keeping a lot of the old traditions alive and sharing them with people.
Yes.
A lot don't agree with us, but I get the sense that you're a man of the modern time. If you'd like, the sweat lodges are open. And this is better than tobacco, he says, passing over the pipe to you.
And I will take it.
Okay, cool. It is definitely laced with peyote. If you need help from the spirits, they will provide. Never forget. That is sacred watches everything we do. Thank you for blessing my my humble home with your presence. Child of the bad twin.
Yeah.
You should watch out what stories you tell around elders. We know who knows things. And he'll wink at you. So, Mike, if you would like to, you have access to the Doadem. Innate purview, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's innate. I believe you have 1 dot of it. I think everybody usually has some 1 dot of their special one, right?
Yeah,
You don't have-
your own.
You don't have
Don't
to.
have to take it.
Because it's just automatic, right?
You get the purview if it's for your boons. You get 2 boons out of whatever purviews you have. If you have, like, I have something like 4 purviews because of
yeah,
birthrights and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can choose boons in different purviews. If you only have, say, 2 purviews, then you can get 1 of each, or for
Okay.
boons. So
And you
Yeah,
can
I
swap
have-
those out at a story point?
not your boons. No,
Oh, okay,
they don't
damn.
get swapped.
Damn, so
Yeah.
he doesn't have this ability. That was
Yeah,
my
because
bad.
I already
saw it.
have two.
I saw
boons.
innate, and I made an assumption.
Oh, if it's innate, then you get that.
Okay.
You get the innate thing.
Okay,
You
so
just
get,
don't get the
like the actual
the-
individual ones. Cool.
yeah.
Is it in Origin or Hero?
It's in Hero.
Okay. What's the name
so
of it?
it is Doadem, I believe. It is your special Manitou ability. So let me just pull it up real quick. Whatever freaking page it is.
Innate power. Once each scene, you can ask a Manitou for its favor, and a simple action grants an enhancement 3 on relevant rolls for the scene, such as those that hunt a bear or pass through a forest safely. In exchange, it will either ask
Okay.
you for a favor or impose a restriction.
So what I'm going to impose, the restriction is that you have to give your mind and body to the Manitou for a little bit tonight.
Okay.
Either through getting balls high on peyote, or spending some time sweating it off and suffering through it.
I think balls high on peyote.
Okay. So give yourself to the orgiastic spirit of the night. Sounds like a good one. So in your doings the next day, at any time you can call for a +3 enhancement on a single roll.
That's pretty OP.
So you are going to wake up tomorrow morning with very little memories of the night, aside from dancing around bonfires, staring into them, hearing the sound of old elder Manitou screaming in your ears and whispering promises of sacred hunts and betrayals and all sorts of just mind-bending things.
Okay.
Some of the shrimp at the table are going to start screaming at you and singing along Christmas carols. Like, it's going to be like a Hunter S. Thompson mind trip for you.
Oh my, the shrimp are screaming.
I couldn't remember. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh,
So-
Oh man,
Alright,
I'm just imagining like the portals out of the turrets out of Portal.
kind of.
Yeah.
You ever see one of those song
So
ones?
are those shrimp up by where Aaron is?
Yes, they are.
So if Aaron's still there, you'll probably see Ogimaa just watching the shrimp. Just like intently just watching the shrimp and just yeah. And if Aaron says anything, I'll just be like, the shrimp are screaming.
Did you
The
say
shrimp want
something?
The shrimp want me to dance with them.
Oh, okay. I was worried there was something with the shrimp there for a second.
As
Augie, you are clearly having a wonderful night. Now here, I'm gonna go over there and like literally like turn him around and like aim him at like I don't know the biggest group of people and just go gentle shove, like pushing a log off into the water or something like that. Just off you go.
Launching a canoe.
What happened to him? And as Jake says that, in the background, you'll just like the audience will just be able to see like the silhouette of Grandpa Frank just kind of going across the background with one of those wow wow kind of noises.
Oh no.
Oh, Grandpa Frank.
Oh, Grandpa Frank.
I love Grandpa Frank. He might do this to everybody. Oh, sorry, as Willis says this. Willis. Blue Jacket. All right, and so that is 2 of your nights out of the way. What are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm just like hanging out, eating food, trying to blend in. If story time comes around to me, I might do something, but I'm not inserting myself into any of this.
Then you don't have to if you don't want to sit around the fire. You can just eat, drink, and be merry. So as you two are hanging out, Jake, the brother who drove the tow truck, will head over to you. He's just dressed in a pair of greasy coveralls. Hey, so your car, it's pretty messed up, but it's not as bad as it looks. The tires need swapped out, but you give me a couple hours, I can probably get it up and running for you by tomorrow morning. So tomorrow's Christmas, so why don't you just go ahead and stay. We've got we don't have any cabins open, but I got some room in the main house. You and which one of you is with what's his Ogimaa is just dancing like half naked in front of a fire in the middle of winter, like
just gonna look. I mean, we're
just
traveling
friends.
with him.
do you guys need like a different bedroom or like, well, you know what, you can sleep in the living room. We got a sectional couch, and
Sounds good.
sounds
He might need like
wonderful.
a bathroom to crash in
I
or
can pull
something.
a couch out in a bucket. I think I know what my grandpa gave him.
Okay.
I've never seen him. I mean, I've only known him for like a few days, really, but
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So
That's different.
But good news about the car. Thank you.
no worries. So
That's a
you
lot of fun, though.
you come and just relax, and whenever you want, just head through the sliding door at the back, and I'll go ask my mom to set up some crash space for you. Okay?
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Very appreciated.
That's no worries. And like I said, the car's not that bad. It just, honestly, every time I try to fix something on it, it's like it gets a little easier. Like it wants to be fixed. So
It's a good car.
yeah, what a weird one too.
Lovely though.
Yeah, you guys are lucky my sister was there.
Very.
Oh yeah.
And Aaron. Aaron just.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yeah. He helped us get it out of
The brush.
the stick. It was stuck in the brush, and he helped just get it out of there, which is great. He's huge.
Yeah, he's big. Weird couple, but they're cute.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Between us, I really hope he treats her well, because I don't want to have to try to beat him up. He's pretty big.
Fair enough. I wouldn't want that.
Her
job
last boyfriend was
either.
like 5'5". That was an easy intimidation. Anyway,
Yeah.
you two just enjoy the party, and I guess he can keep enjoying the party. Hi. He's waving at you. Oh, so's Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hey!
I'm gonna go get your stuff set up. Anyway,
Thank you.
have a good night. And he'll head up. And just for reference, he kind of looks like Taylor. He kind of looks like Taylor Loudner. I'm just gonna put it out there.
All right then.
My brain knew that that's who you were going to say, except then provided Taylor Swift, and I was like, that is not the same
different
person.
Different Taylor. Not Taylor Hoyland as well, although he's dreamy as hell. This guy definitely looks kind of like the slightly chubbier version of Taylor Lautner, which is the best Taylor Lautner. Fight me.
Yeah.
Because he's comfortable in his life.
Yeah. That's actually who I was imagining anyway.
Right? Just like a little, like, I do mechanic stuff, and I work on this resort, and like am going to eventually probably be a millionaire because of it. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, Shark Boy. With that, the rest of you are going to have a fantastic night. They are going to... I'm going to roll my how progressive is this family dice. Okay. You all have a great time. They'll put you up on an unreasonably comfortable sectional sofa, one of those L-shaped ones where each of you can take an arm. By the time that Ogimaa has come down, it's about 2 or 3 in the morning, and he crashes hard onto a cot they drag him onto. Aaron, you get to go and spend the night in the teenage girl room of their now university-age daughter.
Is it like a twin bed?
It's like a twin bed. It's like a twin bed, and Aaron's like bowing it in the middle a little bit. And as Mom is walking away, you will almost be able to overhear her mutter, "Well, at least I'll be able to hear if they try anything." Okay, and with that, you'll have a pleasant night. But the next morning, all of you are roused by the scent of freshly ground coffee. It's a little past 6 a.m. on Christmas morning when you all awaken. There's a roaring fire already in the main living room, which is quite expansive. About 30 by 30, the living room and dining room open concept of this lodge. And as you're there, a little bit of Christmas music is playing. You can see that there is a Christmas tree at the back of the room. And you have a rather pleasant morning. Ogimaa, you are going to wake up without a hangover just at 7:02 a.m. Sorry, at 7:04 a.m. I know it's you. You were just going to, as the scent of coffee coils its way up your nose like a snake.
You just...
Grandpa Frank is sitting at the table sipping a cup of coffee. I told you, it was good shit.
Definitely was. It's coffee time now.
Okay. And that morning, you are fed, you are watered, you are coffeed, The family excuses themselves just before 9 o'clock after you've had your food and say that, hey, well, they have to go and make sure that the other guests get fed. On Christmas, they have a 9 o'clock breakfast so people can sleep in and spend time with their families. So they need to check on with the other guests. But Jake gives you your car keys back, saying, managed to get it all fixed up. It should be fine now.
Thank you.
Even gassed it up with some jerry cans, so you should be good for about half a tank.
Fantastic. You guys really saved us here. Thank you.
It's so nice of you to give Aaron a lift to the airport. I'm sorry you have to leave so soon.
Yeah.
Going so soon.
My producer, he's got quite the schedule laid out for us. Whole new slew of things right after the holidays. It's like prime cooking time. But yeah, well, I'll be finding my way back that way pretty quick. I'll give you a call.
Grandpa Frank stares at you. I have one thing to say to you. Take good care of her and come back around summer. Bring your camera crew. He'll slide you a business card for the resort.
Yeah, can do.
Publicity is good for the family, and if you're going to be family, it's good for you.
Right, perfect. He'll slip it into his wallet. Aaron seems like completely unfazed by all that you're becoming a family. He's just like, cool.
All right. And a few minutes later, you'll be out at the repaired Sleipnir, and it's like nothing ever happened to the car. Nancy walks out with you, and it's just the 5 of you out there. And Yuki, of course.
Of course.
Thanks. Really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, I was happy to have helped. And, that was a wonderful party. Food was great. Company was great.
You should consider coming back for summer, though. It's an even better party.
I think I could do that.
Thanks. And she'll put a hand on the back of your neck and will reach up and give you just a soft kiss on the cheek.
Aaron will flush. Thanks. I really had a lot of fun.
Me too. This is the best fake relationship I've ever had.
I know, right?
All right. So can you do me a favor and roll me 2 dice?
Yep, you got it.
And we're going to see if this evolves.
That's a 1 success.
1 success. Let me see what happens after you fulfill the... Okay, so that is under Fate Binding, which is 197.
If it matters, I'll relent.
Hold on. So imperiled, the character successfully addresses the peril. The storyteller rolls the Fate Binding strength. I just let you do it. Okay, so as if the condition had been evoked. If at the end of the current arc the character has made no attempt to address the apparel, nope, that didn't happen. Okay, if the character tried but failed to address the peril. Okay, so this will resolve the condition then. Oh wait, no, it's as if it was the beginning of it. One bad. So at the beginning of it. Okay. The Fate-bound condition ends when its duration expires. Cool. So then yeah, everything will expire as is, but it doesn't mean that this friendship can't be reforged later. So the current impending danger has passed. And with that, you all can hop back into your car and begin heading your way toward Jeddo, Pennsylvania. It's a short ramble. And is anybody saying anything as you drive out through the back roads headed toward Jeddo?
No, I'm not. I'm probably going to send some texts though, of being like, Merry Christmas to the people I care about, and I'll call you later when I get a chance, but can't right now, kind of thing.
Sounds good. What are you all using to try to find the Yamata no Orochi? Jeddo's not a particularly big town. Soon, it's about a little bit after 10:30, going on 11 in the morning, when you roll into the side of this town. And when I say that it's a town, it is such a town that it... Oh, hello, Raid. Nice to see you there. Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you. Jeddo is the tiniest little speck that you can imagine. In fact, I welcome you to Google it right now, if you'd like. So, Jeddo, PA, it is not actually even... it has a population of 96 as of 2 years ago.
That definitely is small.
And as you are cruising up the side of Highway 940, you are basically bouncing along this old patched 2-lane highway that bisects the eastern side of Pennsylvania. Is there anything you're doing or just keeping an eye out? Does any of you have any supernatural powers that allow you to track people?
Not
really.
actually. I mean, I don't think mine really works unless I kind of have the start. So if I have like a, hey, I see this person, then I can track them after that. But I don't think I have anything to just find them.
I have presence of magic, so I'd be probably just kind of paying attention as we're going along. So if there's any signs of that, it might drop.
I mean, all I could do really is stop on the way and talk to the kami of things.
Okay.
And see if any of them recognize, but it would just be keep stopping and trying until I found something that did.
Jeddo has exactly one stoplight in the center of it. It was a big deal when this was installed. To be fair, in real life, I don't know if that's the case, because when my town got a stoplight in Missouri, that was a big deal, but we had like 2,000 people. We'll say there's a stoplight here. There's a single stoplight.
It was a big deal for my town of 13,000 to get extra stoplights, so,
Wow, God, we grew up in the middle of nowhere. God, Cthulhu Tech sounds so good. All right, so as you roll up to the stoplight, you think that if he's been in this town, the kami of the stoplight would be the thing to talk to.
All right. I will pull over and then walk back. Act like I'm just kind of looking around, because I'm assuming it's probably on the main street, which is where anything touristy would be, like shops, etc.
There is a gas station and a drive-through liquor store.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get out and then just act like I'm stretching a little.
Okay. There at 11 a.m. on Christmas Day, there are 2 cars on the road. One of them is coming your direction. It will pass you. The person behind the wheel is every grandfather from a southern town you've ever seen in your life, with a bit of hay in the middle of winter sticking out from between his teeth magically. He'll give you the 3-fingered wave as he passes. The other will be
wave back.
The other will be a soccer mom in a minivan who is yelling something at her children, who are throwing things in the back seat.
So completely distracted.
Completely distracted. With that, do you want to make me a roll to talk to the kami?
Okay. What sort of roll would you
let's take a look. I'm just going to look up your kami power real quick. Do you have a page that is written down?
Nope.
It's probably your innate.
It is a signature purview innate power.
So that's underneath the actual kami section, right? Or under the...
Yeah.
So you can speak with a kami of objects and animals, allowing you to communicate and attempt to influence them. They have attitude 2 towards you by default.
Cool.
The kami of objects have a limited degree of agency, primarily taking unrolled actions to do things that object might have done anyway. Sweet talking the kami of a car could convince it without keys. Oh, no, that's an innate. What I actually want is a watchful spirit one.
Okay. So the name of it's watchful spirit?
Yeah, it should be one of the first ones under that.
Okay.
It might not be in the Pantheon section. It might be in the boon section further back in Hero.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to find.
I can pick it up pretty quick.
If you can just do a search for me, that would be great. And
Yeah,
for this,
basically you can get to perform some passive task, like keep a lookout for a specific person or event, or perform like something else.
it can definitely
266.
266.
Watch for
and
intruders.
in this case, it can definitely like rat on somebody for you.
That's what I kind of figured.
Okay, so watchful spirit. So it's free, and it's it's one. Okay, subject is one kami. Simple. You don't need to make a roll.
Okay.
However, if you ask for a warning in the future, it can give you a +2 benefit.
Yes.
All right. So as you stand underneath the stoplight, no cars in range anywhere around you. What do you say to it?
Have you seen? I can't remember how to pronounce the name.
Yamata no Orochi.
Yamata no Orochi.
The light will turn green above you. You immediately get the sense what that means. Yes.
Recently?
The green will flash again, a little brighter. It's not a particularly eloquent kami. It looks like it can only answer 3 different ways.
Nearby?
Green.
Straight ahead?
Green.
Behind? Okay. Straight ahead, alright.
Looking ahead of you, you can see it's a pretty flat town. The road curves just about 2 blocks past. And just about 2 blocks past here, the road is going to curve up toward the north. Straight ahead would put it on a side street called Coal Street that goes off from the highway that you're on.
Okay. I'll ask Coal Street?
Green. Looking down the road, you can see that there looks like there's some type of town office. You think a high school on one side, and on the other side of the street is a large, many-steepled church.
The church?
The green flashes one more time.
All right. Thank you.
It will shift to yellow. And you'll get the sense it's just saying, be careful. Okay. Do you head back over to the car? Oh, people, we need to hydrate, guys.
Most of us did, I think.
And I'm out of water.
I'll head back over to the car.
And time for Coke Zero. All right. You head back to the car where everybody else is just sitting around.
Probably got out to stretch a little bit.
Okay.
Best party. Oh. Anyone want some snacks? I saved some. I saved some. I got like carefully wrapped up. Wait, I probably bring my own Ziploc bag, so I've got actually a Ziploc bag.
You got pocket bags like Shaggy?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, that's great. Okay. So, Machiko crosses the street again and comes up to the car. What do you guys do? Go.
All right. From what it sounds like, the church.
Okay.
Where it hangs out.
Oh, it's right there. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, the place isn't that big, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Spirit gave us some cautioning too. Be careful.
All right.
I really hate to wreck a small town dealing with this. These little towns are just.
Well, don't go into it with the sense that we're gonna get in a fight.
Yeah.
Let's go in it with the intention of not having a fight.
That just hasn't been the way things have worked out, but I'm all for that if that's the way things out.
We will be careful, but also not go in, guns blazing.
Yes.
Right? Ogimaa?
Yeah, if you go in with the intention of not, then you don't have that sense hovering about you.
Yeah.
I've never been a warlike person. Anyway, let's go get it done. And Aaron's just going to basically stride over towards the church.
Okay. All right, so the church is a large brick and mortar number with a number of steeples. Out front, you can see a huge sign proclaiming it the United Church of Faith. All devotions welcome. And I imagine that would be fairly common in this world. Since all the pantheons do exist and their myths exist, having a place where multi-faith churches and chapels are pretty common. There will be a sign that says Merry Christmas /Solstice /Holidays /Yule /Hanukkah / They ran out of letters at some point, but they're basically saying Happy Holidays to everybody out front. And as you head up, you can see that the front doors are wide open, even though it's Christmas Day and there's a lot of snow. The antechamber looks like it's belching steam out into the air, and as you're looking around, it's a little nerve-wracking knowing you might be facing something like a dragon soon, and steam is already rolling out of the front of the church.
It's fair.
Can we see it? Is it like, can we actually see into the depths of the church, or is it just like...
So you'll have to walk up one of two sets of stairs that are facing each other in kind of a diagonal, and then up the front. Okay. So you could do that, and then you can also, as you're walking around, see some motion in the windows, because the church is built above ground, a floor. So the ground level, you can see that there's some type of looks like a small meeting going on through the windows. A group of people sitting around in on folding chairs.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna step in here and looks like there's some sort of meeting. I'll just have a word with them, okay?
Sure, yeah.
That looks like an AA meeting.
As you approach, as you crack the front door open, you will hear a little bit of Christmas music playing. And you will see that there is a rather scrawny, kind of enfeebled Japanese man in his 50s, looking a little shaky, liver spots around the thinning sides of his steel gray hair, clutching the podium at the front of the room. My name is Hachiro Yamata, and it's been 3 months since my last drink. Hey Hachi. Hey Hachi. A couple of others say. There's only about 4 people in the room aside from the multi-faith priest who's currently making sure the coffee is fresh. Got really tempted last night. Yeah. By myself now. And I keep thinking about the steps, and I made it to the 8th one. Well, you guys know how hard that one is. You're supposed to make a list of all the people you ever done dirty. You're supposed to make it up to them. But I mean, what do you do when they don't want you to make it up to them? I did a lot of stuff when I used to drink that I don't feel proud of, but I need to be able to feel proud of something, and if people won't let me be the type of guy that I should have been, I don't know what to do. I just don't want to fall down again. I don't want to be a monster. At that point, the priest will walk over to you, Aaron, and will... Hi, sir. Say he's a Caucasian man in his mid-40s. hair slicked back, blonde and kind of thin through the sides and top. Very, very pale blonde hair, kind of a slightly ratty face, but a pleasant enough, honest smile. He's wearing kind of a symbol of a multi-faith pantheons on basically the every religion thumbs up sign that was agreed on around his throat. And he walks up and puts a hand on your shoulder. Hi, son. How can I help you? We're in the middle of an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting here. Do you need some help? Would you like to come sit with us?
No. I'm afraid I'm not afflicted in that way. But I think I need to have a word with a gentleman over there. Would you be able to let him know I need to talk to him when this is all finished?
You know what? He's the last one speaking, so I'll let him know as soon as it's over.
Sure. I'll just...
Can I get you a cup of
coffee?
coffee?
Step over. Yeah, a cup of coffee would be lovely. Thanks.
Just give me 1 sec. It's instant, but I do make the best instant coffee in all of Jeddo.
Sounds good.
I'll be right back. Cream and sugar?
Yes, lots of cream and lots of sugar.
Sounds good. He'll go back and he'll grab you a cup of coffee, and he'll hand it out to you, and you can head back outside. You probably have about 5 minutes to spend time with your friends before the meeting will end.
How bad is the coffee?
Okay. So it's purple, blue subtracted from purple. Oh my god. I literally rolled. So my purple dice was a 1.
Okay.
And my subtract by 10.
Oof.
This is the worst instant coffee you have ever had in your life. Like, this is stuff that the dollar store wouldn't sell. Like the bad dollar store.
Okay, so literally as Aaron is like walking back, like heading back out, he'll go... he'll actually like cough it out under his chin. Oh, God, that's terrible.
How do you burn instant coffee?
Only the gods know.
It's true.
He will hurry out. He will hurry outside.
There goes Aaron's Christmas spirit.
All right, guys. I think it's gonna be about 5. I think I found something I actually can't.
What? You okay?
Is there a garbage can or something around? Oh.
There is, right next to you.
I think I'm probably gonna go over there and probably like cough up into the garbage can, and then just dump the coffee in there. Don't
Not
try
good?
the coffee. Don't.
Okay.
Ugh. 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 Ugh.
Okay.
I think I could taste the sweet factory.
So what were you saying before you?
It'll be about 5 minutes. It's like an AA meeting. He's not in a good way. He's looking for something to make himself feel a proper person again.
Okay. You look like you're gonna need the 5 minutes, so you just take that.
I'm just gonna go grab some snacks from the car.
Might very well have a solution for him.
Good.
All right. Are any of you going to do anything in the next 5 minutes, or just kind of hang out?
Well, nothing really needs to be prepped or anything, so...
Okay.
Just hang out, I guess.
A minute or two later, you are going to hear the side door open. The hydraulic grinds a bit as it... as the door back to its shut position. And, the middle-aged Japanese man walks out and looks around. He's got a dense snakeskin leather jacket on with a hoodie underneath. He'll turn and look over in your direction. I'm Yamata. I know you?
Yeah. No, but I think we've been looking for you. It's something important.
Not this again.
I mean, I think that sounded worse than it actually is meant. Aaron doesn't really have the best way with words.
He's a lovely guy, but
I'm going to spend a point of tension. Boop. All right. I have... Oh, wait, no, I didn't have 5. I didn't have 6. I had only 5. So I only have 4 more points of tension. Okay. He's going to sniff...
Speaking of tension, we went back up to 4 momentum, right?
Yes, because I've been refreshing. So, yes, you have 4 momentum, which I will track over here. You know what? I'm just going to like leave 4 of my rainbow dice out for you. He will sniff the air. Let me guess, you just want to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. Good call, dude.
You just want to talk. That's why you brought the cloud. That's why you It's why you brought the grass cutter with you.
I mean, to be fair, that's mine, and I carry it around anyways on a daily basis.
Who sent you? Susanoo? Kushinada Hime?
No.
We're looking for the Mead.
We were sent by Thor.
What I'd like you all to do now is somebody take point on this and try to defuse the situation.
Sure.
Because the Kusanagi blade that you carry with you is one of 2 legendary swords that can probably hurt this guy.
I will be I'll take.
Well, 2 legendary Japanese swords.
Because when he mentions that, I'm just gonna go, whoa. Okay, dude, gift from my grandfather. Not intending to use it. I just carry it constantly.
All right, so
I'm not stupid.
So you can take point on that. Everybody else can give supporting rolls to add to your enhancements.
Sure.
Okay, so what do you think that roll would be?
What do you think it would be?
Well, as a
like maybe integrity. If I'm like doing my truthfulness and my like.
Honestly, I would allow you to do something like presence and close combat.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like you're literally saying, I'm not here for that. Like, look. And you're just basically like putting forward you're as least threatening with your skill as possible.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay. And for a support.
As a support, yeah, I was gonna say as a supporting, I can do, like presence and persuasion.
That sounds great.
I have specialties in negotiation and under integrity, sincerity.
Ooh.
And I am being sincere.
Yeah. I think that either of those is great. Whichever one has the better pool, do it.
Well, I can use the specialties no matter what pool I have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll use whichever pool is better for you is what I meant.
Sure.
And I'll do presence and persuasion, and I've got specialties in friendship and honorable.
Okay. Sure, let's go with honorable.
I'm
just
doing
honorable the
persuasion
shit out of
and
this.
presence on this as well.
Okay. And let's go ahead. So guys, go ahead and give me a roll. Because I've statted him out. If you want to fight him, have fun.
No, thank you.
Okay, so you got 3 successes from James. Good.
7.
Okay.
6.
Okay. So what I am going to do is I am going to kind of bend the rules here a little bit. So because of his narrative scale, or his dramatic scale, I think it is, he has a potential much higher defense and much higher things. But what I can do is that I will make it so that you will only have a +3 net enhancement. But I will use all of your enhancements to strip him down from his initial huge stack of disadvantage that he has against you. Which I don't remember if that's exactly, holy crap, 9?
I mean, I was gonna say, I'm looking at Christine's face.
Yeah.
Well, because I looked up when I finished rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had one 10 that exploded into multiple 10s.
And what do you have, Jen?
I had 7.
You had 7, and what did Mike have? That was the one.
6.
Yeah.
7, 6, 3, 9. So as he looks at you, you're going to see his eyes start to go a little serpent-like. They start to glow yellow in the early noon sun. The Mead?
Yeah. Apparently Loki fucked up and bet it when he shouldn't have, and world ends, Thimblewinter begins if we don't get it back in time.
You're not here to kill me.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Not unless you like try to attack us.
Yeah,
We'll
just
defend ourselves, but
please-
that's it.
Yeah, I don't even know that we'll manage then, but just please don't hit
Yeah.
us.
True facts.
Hello to the raid. Hello, raid.
Hi, Raid.
Okay. So you actually will diffuse the situation very, very well. And he'll... Oh. Yeah, it's in my garage.
Like, I'm assuming you spent something to get that. What'd you want?
Good. No, Teague owed me a favor and I called him even. I guess just follow me and I'll take you to it.
Sure.
Be great, thank you.
Wonderful.
Guess not letting the world die is probably a good thing to add to my to-do list.
I mean, I feel like it's a good Christmas wish, right?
Yeah. Just follow me. And he'll walk out to the front of the church and to the side along the road where he has a Kawasaki parked. He'll hop onto it without a helmet and we'll start to roar off down the road.
I will go get us all back in the car and start following him.
Yeah.
You know what? He's going to wear a helmet. I'm not going to have that happen on this channel. So besides, he got like 7 of his heads cut off. I think he might want to take care of that last one.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable idea.
He can regrow them, but for now, so he will take off down the road. He veers through some of the side channels of Jeddo, and eventually will take you to a small farmhouse with a nice dusting of snow on the driveway. He pulls in. There's an old rusted basketball hoop there from back probably before he bought the place. It's a ranch-style house with a little flower bed out front that's you're not sure exactly what's in it, but it looks adorable and like during the actual seasonal months is probably quite nice. There's even a little wishing well out front. Place is a bit of a mess. Come on in. He wipes his boots off and kicks his shoes off just inside the door on a little rack. And you can see that the inside of the house is much more Japanese in design than you expected. There is like a little step up for you to leave your boots behind or shoes. A coat rack on a sliding closet immediately inside of the entranceway hallway. And then you're on hardwood that's been meticulously polished and cleaned. When he said that the place was messy, perhaps for a monk, it is messy.
Good. For him.
There are a few magazines and a book laying on the coffee table that are not stacked, as well as 2 cups of tea. Besides that, it's a humble house.
I will compliment his place appropriately. And
Yeah, it's lovely.
Thank you. He's got
Lovely
some
home.
old art prints and from different eras of Japanese history, as well as like a Picasso print up. And even a blacklight poster of X-Japan, the rock group from the late 90s. It looks like it's been signed by, the entire band. That's probably worth quite a bit.
Nice.
And he will take you through his kitchen and down into his garage. It's a little messy out here. Hold on just a second. And as you approach, he will reach into a cupboard and will hand you each a pack of slippers. Still in their shrink-wrapped packages.
Yep.
Like the little dollar store slippers.
Are they one size fits all?
Actually, they're for you.
They're magically one size fits all.
For you, no, they're Japanese made, so they are one size fits all because they fit me for some reason. It was weird. But he will just hand you a pair of booties.
Oh, thank you.
This is stretch booties, and he's got a garage that on the inside of it you see is actually been turned into something of a sand garden. He's turned this into a little bit of a workout area and meditation center in his house. Yeah,
this is really cool.
I,
by the way, Kelly, I'm going to be keeping my presence of magic turned on.
Sounds good.
Going to be dragging it around.
So as you come out, you're going to see he's just talking as he goes. And since I've been trying to stay dry for a couple of years, and it hasn't really taken, but I gave it a real good push about 3 months ago. And I started going to meetings. I say that you're supposed to do like the 12 steps, right? And the 8th step is when you contact people you did wrong. So I know that I did Susanoo and his wife and her family. I did them pretty dirty. I got them together, I guess, but I wanted to get them something that's, I guess, kind of a late wedding present. So, a couple of days ago, when I heard that Teague... I wanted to get them a New Year's present, basically, for eating all of her sisters. You know, try to set things right.
Yeah.
But, he doesn't want to answer my calls. She won't either. She was polite about it, but... I mean, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. But, you know, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that people aren't required to give forgiveness, but if you seek it, sometimes that's got to be enough for you. You know?
Can't be responsible for the choices other people make.
Yeah, not really. But...
You made the effort. That's the thing. It's about making the effort.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn.
Yeah. The forgiveness seeking has to be for them. You have to be seeking their forgiveness for them, not to feel better for yourself. And if they've moved on, if it's doing less harm to them to, you know, cut contact and not take your calls, then it's something you just have to live with. I know it's hard.
I hadn't actually thought of it like that. So it's over here, and he'll pause for a moment and just walk across the room, and you can see that there's, at the back corner of the room, there is a 3 foot tall cask-shaped item beneath a sheet. He'll walk over to it, and slowly, with the tension building over 3 days of intense travel, he'll drag the sheet across, and you'll see an old wooden cask. It's kind of heavy, but if you think it'll help, it's yours. And he'll smack the side of it, and there's that thick, resounding, satisfying sound of solid wood with solid metal banding, full of rich, thick liquid. It looks ancient. It looks beautiful. Aaron, it looks like just a barrel to you.
I'm going to glance around and see if there is any other sources of...
In this room, nothing else magical.
Okay. So this looks like an illusion to me?
No, it just looks normal. Like
Okay.
it looks exactly as I described it to you. It has no magical aura.
Okay.
However, take that as you will.
Huh. I was expecting something more impressive.
Pretty solid, right?
It looks old.
It's pretty heavy, and he'll reach down and he'll pick it up without even a care. And we'll walk it over to you and set it down. It probably weighs about 100 pounds.
All right. I think, Aaron, you probably got that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this doesn't have any magic on it.
Well, I mean, the magic's inside, right? But you wouldn't know that until you open it up. And this thing's pretty solidly sealed. I made sure of it myself. Didn't want any leaks or anything. The problem with these type of casts, once you open them, they're really hard to seal back up.
Well,
Would anyone like to spend a point of momentum if they Yeah, there you go.
I remember.
I was thinking, wait a minute.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I remember. I was
Wait.
looking at my notes. I was like, yeah.
Did it look like it would have been opened before?
No,
Shit.
it wasn't open.
Who said they tried it?
Teak?
Oh,
Jake
that little
had some.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know this is the right one.
wait, how long ago did you make this deal with him?
Yesterday. I think it was.
It's the right timeline, but
Yeah, he
No,
said
no,
that
wait.
he had some sellers that he showed it to, and they weren't interested. And so he got this out to me. I mean, you're welcome to take a look at it.
Wait, what time exactly? Because
He will report a time that seems accurate.
okay, like not after I cursed him.
No,
Okay.
it'll be the right time.
I
Ogimaa,
was just thinking that was-
do you want to investigate this? You're muted right now.
Yeah, I totally will.
Okay, sounds good.
Phoebe's going to be like, if any of you are touching that or trying to open that to check it, you're doing it away from him.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Yes.
Here, let's
let's do
take
it
it
outside so that
outside.
it doesn't even you don't get the smell in your house.
Yeah, you guys maybe go check it out. I'll
Who knows? Maybe Teague's
keep
playing
you
a trick.
company.
I will
Maybe.
pick up the barrel.
Okay, so picking it up and taking it outside. Once it's set down on the snow outside, Ogimaa, you may use your enhancement bonus from your duodem on this. So go ahead and make me. What roll do you think this would be?
Occult and intellect.
Sure.
It's not a great pool. But
Well, why don't we do? Let's pick a different skill then. Why don't we pick something a little more perception-y than occult? Do you have any crafts? Or no, we don't have crafts. Do you have any grapes?
I have like survival, subterfuge, integrity.
Give me yo what
firearms.
subterfuge. 100% subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Oh, and I have a special in forgery actually.
Yes, you do.
There you go. Use that specialty.
And what, like intellect, cunning?
Cunning and subterfuge, and
All right, here we go. Ooh. All right, that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for specialty.
okay, so that's
6, 7, 8 for the
perfect.
for that. Yeah, and that's 8.
8. So you are going to have a flashback to your visions last night, and you were walking through the woods, naked and cold, hearing the singing sounds of the trees around you, and you approach this old knobby tree with thick, ropey bark coming down, much like this barrel, and you could hear something beneath the bark, a weeping and oozing. Through a little crack in the bark, you could see that blood was seeping, blood mixed with the maple syrup. It was whispering something to you, but you couldn't hear, so you pulled a sharp stick off the ground and began to dig and scrape through the branches, through the thick bark, and eventually exposing something underneath. But you woke up before you could see what it was. Do you have a knife on you?
Well,
Okay.
he has a blade.
Okay. You start investigating and you scratch a little bit of the side of... You don't open it. That would be improper. But scratching a bit of the side of this barrel, you can notice that it's been immaculately painted. Artificially aged to look older than it is. As you scratch layer after layer of paint, you'll start to notice that this is a fairly new barrel. And running on your blade down the side, you'll eventually find that the paint is filling a branded logo in the side of the barrel. A flowing wheat. Just like the one on the business card in your pocket. From the Stackies twins. This was one of their casks originally.
Ooh, they better not have been in this.
It's one of the Stacks twins kegs.
Yeah, that's who tried to buy it off of him, I think. It sounds right. Orochi says from this front door.
This was their cask.
You just send us on a wild goose chase.
Wait,
I think
didn't they say he wouldn't sell?
Did they pull a switch on him?
Or did they just lie to us?
Phoebe will call from the doorway that Teague wanted too much for it. They declined because he wanted a bunch of money and a bunch of favors.
I think we should go talk to them again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, most definitely.
Why would they want... What would they want to keep the meat if they knew what it was going to do? Orochi says.
A really, really good question.
Can anybody here who'd like to can make me an occult roll?
Yes, please.
Because this is
just a cult?
occult plus your stat of choice, please.
Well, they're kind of working that out. And just kind of as that whole bit is going on, I'd like to talk to Orochi and
Sure.
What do you think? Composure to try and think clearly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds good. So you're going to talk to Orochi?
Yeah, just like I don't know exactly what I'm going to like. What Jen doesn't know what Phoebe's going to say.
Just making conversation.
Making conversation, but using like empathy to kind of help him along, and also I just looked this up. Like if this would count as like if alcoholism would count as like disease or poison, if I could try and ease that a little bit.
That is
I don't
a
have any magic
controversial choice, but I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say you'll ease it. You can't heal something like this with a power, but yeah, I think that'll help.
I don't have a power that would do it.
Okay.
No, this is me using empathy to try and empathize and make him feel like he's not alone, so that maybe that will help heal eventually.
You know what? That sounds phenomenal. I'm going to grant you a point of momentum for that.
Thank you.
But so you don't even have to roll for that. So just role playing and spending some time with him.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of, in a very understated way that denotes probably the way he was raised. The snow is lovely today, isn't it?
Quite.
It's good to be able to appreciate how beautiful the snow is.
Yeah, it is.
And in that subtle moment, you'll feel a sense of kinship. You'll get your social link forged with Yamata no Orochi, who is, of course, the chariot. God, that'd be dope. You will, I think that you're actually going to help him there. Good job, Jen. That's lovely.
Mhm.
Did you roll? So what I have is Christine had 5, Mike had 3.
Yep.
And James?
0.
0. Okay. You have no idea.
Yeah.
And Jen? Did you make an occult roll?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a cult, so I was like, I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna talk to this dude.
That
I'm
sounds
gonna do
fine.
what I can.
So as you are doing that, you think for yourselves, you think a moment, why would 2 scions of Demeter want to plunge the world into cold?
Oh.
I think it's really funny that I didn't make a roll for this.
I know, it's really funny you didn't make a roll for this.
Yeah.
But if you remember, I believe there was just the tiniest bit of trash talking during your cocktail hour for one particular scion of Demeter. It was very slight, but as you remember it, they sure seemed down on Persephone, their older sister. And it'd be a great way to keep her out of the picture. So both of you are going to clue into that with your rolls. Nice car.
It's a good car. It's treated us well.
So you guys are going to Philadelphia?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah. Just remember, bad things happen in Philadelphia. Merry Christmas, you four.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy Yule.
You as well.
Same to you.
Don't work too hard. Let's go to some of this.
Let's go to some of this.
Matane. And he'll turn and head back inside of his home, leaving you to prepare to go confront the Snackies twins.
Wring their freaking little necks.
All right, and I think we're going to call game there for the night, as you guys have your triumphant roll into Philly to cause some trouble. Persephone. It's never sunny in Philadelphia. What are you talking about? All right, so guys, that's going to be another point of milestone for you. So, who fulfilled some deeds?
I forgot to write down new ones for the session. I was so distracted.
Oh, no.
Dang it, me too, yeah.
Yeah, I realized early on that we had forgotten, so I just tried to come up with some. I don't know if blend into a crowd would have been accomplished.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
I'll take that one.
Yeah, no.
I totally
was
forgot.
not feeling great and
That's fine.
did not remember.
Well, you guys still managed to come and play despite feeling a little sick. Okay, so I'm going to give you 1 for that. I'm going to give you 1 for role-playing. I'm going to give you 1. You didn't spend any momentum, so the most I can give you tonight is 3. But you guys are going to start at momentum 5 because of Jen next session, because that was really, really sweet of you. Had you all decided, so you're going to get 3 experience for tonight. So you know what I'm going to say, though? I should pre-give you your experience for next game, since it's the finale. So
That's true.
Why don't we go ahead and call it an even 6 experience?
Awesome.
So I'll give you 3 for this session.
20 XP to play with.
Yep, and I'll give you 3
I'm
for
gonna buy
next
something
session.
big.
And then any deeds that you get next session, as they occur, if they're good enough deeds, why don't we just say that they generate momentum?
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So because yes,
I was just going to ask if I can possibly move my virtue over towards kinship.
yes, I would like that.
Cool.
Also,
I'm back in the middle.
I think that what are yours, Ogimaa? Ogimaa's are pride and your virtues. So it's pride.
It's pride and dream.
I don't
Dream,
know.
maybe.
I feel like you might want to like pump dream up a notch and pump the other one down one.
Well, yeah, it's funny because I would actually be back in the middle because I went up one for pride. So
Did you? Yeah, I think you're balancing out there.
Yeah.
You're going to need momentum against them. So, guys, how do you fought the Orochi tonight? I just want to tell you what he was throwing. So he's a Titan spawn.
Yeah.
With apocalyptic presence, which means that nobody, if you don't have legend, you can't fight him. Like, you cannot enter the combat with him if you don't have legend. He heals 1 point of damage per round. He is tough as nails, which means that if you hit him, his defense goes up by 1 for the number of turns equal to the wounds he just took.
Okay.
He has the unstoppable quality, which means that he automatically succeeds feats of strength. If he wants to flip a car, he flips the car. I don't even have to roll. Like, it's just a thing. I really like Scion for having these abilities. His flares were Penetrator, which means that he ignores armor and defense when he bites. He has Suck It Up, which allows him to keep fighting after he's dead. And he has World Shaking, which means that had I wanted to, I could have stomped my foot and created an area of rough terrain, as the ground literally does that thing it does in all disaster movies. At his full size, he would have been scale 4, which is 4 scales larger than you, which means that he gets plus 4 technically levels of... He could technically do, I think, 6 levels of harm to you in a turn with that. Jen and I were calculating that before.
Yeah.
Without knowing what I was talking about specifically.
Okay.
And he also could do... his base pools were like 13s and things. And he was pretty tough. He was vulnerable to alcohol, though. So if you managed to get him drunk, he would basically be able to be taken out in a single attack. But my God, he was tough. I was hoping you guys might fight him in the church, or you might go in guns blazing, so you'd get a round or 2 before you managed to calm him down. But I'm kind of glad I spent a lot of time before game coming up with my fighting Orochi music for this.
I feel like after last game with Teague and just being like, we're going in guns blazing here, it was nice to be, okay, let's not, guys.
Well, like, I hadn't really wanted to with Teague last time, but we didn't get much option there. So.
He was being a dick.
So that's going to be it for tonight, guys. What did you think of this session? Did you enjoy it?
It was really good.
It was good.
I had fun. That was great.
It was.
Oh, sorry. Quick question for you. If we spend XP on things like Nax, because we hit a milestone, can we swap out?
You may.
Cool.
Yeah, you can swap out any Nax you want. So you guys know you're probably getting into a fight next session, because you have to have climactic duel. So see, Christine, I told you I could bring it home in 2 episodes. You guys literally know where these people might be. They probably are at their brewery.
Yep.
So you're having.
Waiting for the world to end.
I should ask, did I go... Do you think I went up 1 honor?
Yeah, I think so. Because the other option is honor or...
Prowess.
Yeah, this is more honor. You
held
up a
I probably
bargain.
went up towards sincerity.
So that actually maxes me on honor. I don't know what that does.
Oh,
virtuous.
Shit! Virtuous!
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
A thing is happening and I have no idea.
It's great and terrible. You're min-maxed now. It's great.
Wonderful.
So sincerity or right action, would you say?
What was the first one? Sincerity?
Or right action.
That's a tough one for this. So like,
I've already moved towards right action.
I feel like, well, what does it define right action as?
I don't remember now. It's been a while since we picked these.
So Jen, you look that up real quick.
I'm getting virtuous, yeah.
Yeah, you get virtuous. So right action. All things have a place under heaven. One must find their proper pace, and with sincerity do the thing they are meant to do. All paths are different, and while many converge, they are not all the same, even if they are similar. No, I think you should get a point of sincerity, because it's all basically, do you do it because kind of like the way that Westerners view kind of the Asian concept of honor is right action. It's like everything needs to go in its place, everything like that. Like it's kind of how like the Western ideal of honor.
Okay.
Or how the Western imposed idea of honor for like Mulan, for example.
Yeah.
Whereas sincerity is following your heart. So it's, do you do what's right or do you do what you feel is right? I think in this case you followed your heart. Because this was technically a monster. You should have gone in and slayed him as a monster slayer.
That's true.
Okay. So virtuous.
That brings me back to middle then.
Okay.
Virtuous. So James.
Yes.
You are suffused with the philosophy of your pantheon's ethos. While this grants you additional power and puissance, it also limits your ability to act freely. So every point of momentum you spend to augment a roll with a virtue receives an additional die that doesn't come out of the pool. So that's when you go and you're like,
so I got double momentum pull. Okay.
Yeah, so for every point of momentum you get 2 dice. However, you must continue to act and fulfill the Pantheon virtue, and you cannot act against it. So you have to be honorable at every turn now. Every time your virtue
causes you trouble.
Every time your virtue causes you trouble or stops you from acting rationally, you add more momentum to the pool.
So basically someone goes, hey man, look, let's not fight, I surrender, and then kicks you in the balls, you gain a point of momentum.
Yep.
It's so good. It's so good.
James' power hurts.
Yeah. To resolve this condition, you have to reinforce your opposing virtue. However, only if you can do that without without going against this effect. So
with honor and prowess, it's pretty much going to be like challenging someone to a duel or something.
And then knocking them into orbit.
Yeah. Yep.
Basically, you'll just have to bite off more than you should be able to chew and still swallow it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty easy. And then the last thing I just want to check real quick: does James gain anything for the legend or for the fate binding?
Just his point of legend back.
Okay, so
no XP or anything.
All right, so you will regain that point of legend. And
fate bindings are fun.
Fate bindings are great. I was flipping through that and I was like, I don't know what I want to give you. I don't want to give you a rival, but I also kind of I was having trouble, I'm going to be 100% candid, I was having trouble pulling in some stuff for Mike's plots. Like for anything with like an Indigenous or Manitou themed bent inside of this Ale quest. And this gave me a chance to throw in just a little slice of culture on the side. And I was really excited to do that through this character. Because originally I was trying to figure out like, okay, well, do you have to get a vision quest to find out where this thing is? Do you what can I do that allows Ogimaa to really like do his pantheon right? And I was very excited when you took that because it gave me an opportunity to shoehorn that in. So I think everybody's pantheon has been fairly well represented at this point.
Well done.
Yeah, literally. That's whew. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Scion Heroes for the Holidays. We hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed this game. And if you like what you saw here, this is a different format for us. We normally run a little longer and with games that we're a little more experienced with. So go give us a follow if you'd like over on twitch.tv/dorktales, or head over and watch our old episodes on youtube.com/dorktales. We do Chronicles of Darkness, Scion right now. In the new year, we are continuing several of our Chronicles of Darkness games like Werewolf the Forsaken. We're doing a ton more D&D.
We've got Werewolf on Sunday, don't we?
We have Werewolf on Sunday this week, yeah.
Oof,
so Werewolf, which is a fantastic werewolf game, an all-female party set, or all-female pack, living in Vancouver, just trying to do, survive in a man's world. Yeah. And then we also have a bunch of things coming up in the new year, including Cyberpunk Red we're going to be running, and I guess I'm going to be running. Run a lot of stuff. And this summer we're doing stuff like Deadlands. We're always trying new systems, always trying to tell new stories.
Yay, Deadlands.
And like this one, we do a lot of character work, so hopefully you enjoy that. And we do have super combat heavy games too, but it depends what you like. Hopefully you like us. So that's gonna be it for us. Go give us a subscribe on YouTube because we're trying to hit 1,000. We're like 2 away from 1,000, so be our 1,000th customer. I just want to be in the 1,000 club. I want the number to change to 1K so I can stop looking at the individual numbers. Anyway, do you guys have anything to say before we go?
Oh,
thanks for watching.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a good night.
Thanks very much, everybody.
So be sure to tune in for more stuff on the Onyx Path as well. And we will see you next Friday for the conclusion of Scion, Heroes for the Holidays. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody.